All right, what's up, listeners? Once again, I want to thank you for your time. Today we'll be doing another interesting video. Today we'll be talking about DAX function. DAX function, okay? DAX, okay? It's talking about data analysis expression. That is what it means. DAX function. So in my previous video, we were able to do an intro to Power BI desktop. We're able to understand the visual view. We're able to understand the menu bar, tools bar. We're able to understand the visualization tools. We're able to plot a lot of graph. We use a lot of charts, and we talked about stack bar. We talked about a donut chart. Please, I urge you to watch my previous video, please. And today we will be talking about DAX function. Data expression, data analysis expression using a Power BI. It's a very powerful tool, so it's going to be an interesting one. Once again, I remind your friend Joshua, I urge you to subscribe to my channel. Feel free to like the video, comment, and also don't forget to share. Now we are going to go straight to importing data that we are going to use for this analysis. Like I said in our previous video, we have a data here, and Excel data. You click on get data, come to Excel workbook. If it's a CSV file, you can still come here and click a CSV, but I'm working with Excel data file. So I'm going to click here, go to where I keep my data, then look for shoe data set. Good, and click open. Now we are importing this data now into our a Power BI working environment. Is going to be imported. Once it's successfully imported, we will move straight to how we can do one or two and then start our analysis. Now the data is successfully loaded. Now if you go through this data, you find out that we have almost more than 7 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 columns. Okay, and we have 397 rows. It's a very large data set, and this data set is that of a shoe data set, which I told you earlier on how shoe data set was originated. And I got this data set from a SAS working environment. Okay, SAS is a software tool for data analysis, also for machine learning. You can use it for build model, and also prediction and forecasting. So we are going to use Power BI today. Now, since we have successfully imported this data in our working environment, I'm going to click load to load the data. All right, let's stay patient. It will load. Once it's successfully load, we are going to use it for our analysis. Okay, then we are coming here now. Now that we've gotten it, our data will be successfully imported here. All right, now if you look at the top left right hand side here, you will see what they call data. Okay, it can be collapsed, it can as well be expanded. So I'm going to expand it here, so that we will be seeing what we are doing today. All right, I can as well collapse this one because I'm not using it. Now if you click shoe data, you will see all the data. We have the inventory, order date, order ID, product, region, return, sales, ship ID, shipping mode, store, and subsidiaries. So all these are the data we will be making use of. All these columns, we are going to make use of it. Now to see this data, we are going to come to data view. Like I explained in the previous video, we have a 3 view in Power BI. We have the report view, we have the data view, and we have the model view. So I'm going to click on data view. You will see all our data. It will show here. Then we'll now start our analysis. Now it has displayed. If you look at it the same way we got it in the Excel sheet, if you look at the Excel sheet, the same way we got it here, the same way is displaying in our Power BI desktop. So we are going to start and move straight to what we have for today. Now, this is the whole data, and it comprises of 397 rows. If I scroll down, you see it. You see, it's a very lengthy data, very, very lengthy. Okay, very voluminous. Now, if you look at this whole data here, some are typed at the middle, some at the middle, some start from the extreme, some at the ending. So we're going to use many DAX function in Power BI to trim it, and many other functionality. But first and foremost, let's move straight to what? The basics. Okay, we're going to talk about the basic DAX function in detail. Now, to insert a new column here so that we can create another column, you come here, you look at the top here, we have a table tools. You click table tools, we have what? New column. Click on new column. It will work, load, and create what? A new column for us. Look at it. Power BI is titling this column name as what? Column equals to. So we don't want it that way. Now what I want to do here is this. I want to get the sum of sales and that of what? Return value or return product, because this return product is as a result of some persons who order products and they were not satisfied with what was supplied to them, so they return it. So it happens. Okay, yeah, we have experienced it several times, and I believe it's very, very common, mostly when you order some product online. Okay, so we are going to do some analysis. We're going to be doing some data analysis, and we'll be applying different functions, okay, in Power BI. Now I'm going to rename this variable. I'm going to call it something like let's say I'm going to call it multiply sales by return. That is the name, equals to. Then to do this, I'm going to come here. Remember, the name of our data column is known as what? Shoe underscore data. So I'm going to come here and say shoe underscore data. And one good thing about Power BI, immediately you type the column name, it will publish and show you all the tables under that what? Column name. So look at all the columns names. Okay, all the tables under this way column name. And we are looking at what says. I'll select says. Then after which I will now say multiply by shoe data by what? Return item. This is a return. If I hit enter, look at what happened. It will give us what? The multiplication of these two data column and give us the sum here. You see, this times this will give us this. This times this will give us this. You see how powerful Power BI is. Though Excel has this functionality, but in Power BI, it's more very more flexible, more scalable, and more user friendly. Okay, we don't need to write many formulas in getting things done while using Power BI desktop. So at ease, you can do data manipulation, analyze your data at very simple and easy step. Now that we've been able to do that, now I want to filter, use what they call if function. I'm going to come here, come back. Okay, we are still on the column tools. I'm going to create what? Column, another column, because if you are a sales manager or a sales rep, you have to be sure and also to take an eye or keep an eye on the sales and know when there is profit and when there is low sales and when there is what? High sales. Okay, so to do that, we are going to use what they call what? If statement. Okay, we are going to use what they call if statement. In making use of if statement, I'm going to come here. I'm going to say, okay, let me talk about sales rate. I will call this one sales rate. Okay, equals to, that's the name of the variable we call the column. If we call it sales rate, now to get the sales rate, I'm going to use what? If statement. Immediately I type if, it displays all the functions. All the functions. You have a bid, shift, many. By the time we get to advanced method, we'll be using all these ones. I will now say if, okay, if shoe data for sales, for this sales is greater than 10,000. All right, if it's greater than 10,000, because look at the sales here, we have 6,000, 62,809. If it is greater than 10,000, okay, we cannot say it is what, double quotation, we now say high sales. There's what, a high sales here, high sales, okay, yes, high sales, okay, there's what, a high sales. Now X, all right, X, we now say what, there is what, a low what, sales. Let's say low sales. Then we can come here and close the bracket just like this. Okay, if we run this code, let's see how it will look. Good. Now you look at it, the first data here is giving us 62,000, which is above 10,000, because the query we said if it is greater than, or you can still make it more robust, greater than or equals to 10, greater than or equals to 10,000. We run the code. Good. You see that you have what? Yeah, high sales, low sales. At this point that we are having low sales, what actually is the value of sales there? Is what? 1,690. Okay, so it is regarded as what? Low sales. All right, now the display of this data, we can as well come here. Okay, I can as well come here and use what they call upper. Okay, I'll wrap all this one into an upper what case. You see, if I hit function enter here, you see that all the display will turn to what? Uppercase. You see how powerful Power BI can be. All right, now next I want us to do here is this. If you look at this data here, I want to do something very, very interesting here. I want to filter all the region. Okay, I want to filter region here. Okay, if I filter the region, I will come here. I'm going to click what? New column. Click on new column. All right. If I come and click a new column here, it should be able to give us a new column. All right, just hold on, it's loading. Good. Now we've gotten a new column here. All right, now I'm going to title this new column as what? Region filtering. All right, we're going to filter the region. Now, since, let me hide this column here, we call it what? Region filtering. All right, come back here. It's loading, don't worry. All right, once it's done loading, good. We've successfully what? Create what? A color here, call it what? Region filtering. Now what we are going to do here, we are going to use what? A keyword called what? Known as what? Left. All right, if I type left, then we'll say shoe data. Then what are those? Which column are we referring to? We are referring to what? Region. All right, and we say pick all the data down to what? 7. Close it. In terms of length of the data, you see, it's picking what? Africa. It's picking what? All the Canada, Central East, Central East, Central East. You see that some of them it truncated it. I use what? Pacific. Because from the original data, you will find out that the Pacific is not truncated, but rather some of them are fully written. See, we have a South America. Then let's check here if it's displayed. You see, South A. You see, it truncated some of this region. Okay. In getting these things to make this solve this one, we can come here and say, okay, what is the total count of this write-up? We have here 4, 5, okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can come back to the our column, then come to this place. All right, click our table. You bring out our data here. I can also set the length to be what, 13. Hit enter. Alright, once we hit enter, it should be able to what, pick the whole right up the way it is. You see, Middle East, South Europe, you see United States, South America, and the way the data is displayed from the original column is also what being displayed here. Now that we've successfully done that, I want to do something. Okay, I want to create a region sales. Okay, I want to create a region sales here. Then that region sales is going to be a name of column. I'll come here because we successfully what created what the sales rate, and we have what region featuring. Now I'm going to call this one region what sales. All right, or sales rate, region sales rate. That is the name of our column. Now we've done that. Sorry, I will have to yes, zoom it so that you can see the screen very clearly. I will have to zoom it. All right, okay, sorry because I forgot. Now we're going to do it this way. Now what I'm going to do now is to come here. Since I've defined a variable, call it region sales rate, I'm going to come here. First we have what they call what, sales rate. All right, we have what they call sales rate. Sales, see, look at it here, it's showing already sales rate. All right, I'm going to say, okay, this sales rate, all right, I'm going to append it, use what they call ampersand with a region featuring. Region featuring. All right, if I hit enter, how will this outcome look like? How will it look like? This is looking, it's loading. Good. You see how the data is being displayed? It's showing us that what? High sales in Africa, high sales in Africa, high sales in Africa. Now it's picking the country, the region, with the sales that is attributed to what? To that particular region. Now if you look at it, the closeness is very tight. So I'm going to come here, all right, to create more space. I'll come here, double quotation, I'll put another ampersand, okay, then come here, I'll put dash here. All right, then rerun, hit enter. Then let's see how it will look. I think it will look more better now. Fine. If you look at the last column, you see that it's giving us what? A dash sign. You see high rate Africa. There's also what? A low sales in Africa, and each country, just the way it is, it has what? Put what? A dash sign in between them, showing that there was what? Or there's a high rate here, there's a low rate here in terms of sales. Now that we've successfully done that, what next I want us to do is this. Say for instance, depending on the product or the quantity purchased by customers. Now if you are purchasing above 10,000, okay, or $10,000 or 10,000 naira, or what you are buying is above that price, they should give you, you should be entitled of what? A 10% discount. Okay, we should give you a 10% discount. Now to get that done, I'm going to come here, click on new column. Okay, click on new column. Once it creates a new column for us, we are going to do something very interesting. I'm going to come here. All right, come here. Yes, I'm going to come here and say, okay, our new column will be like this. We are going to rename it and call it a 10% discount. That is the name of the variable or the column name. Then we'll now use what? If statement. We'll now say if 10% discount. We'll now say if, all right, sorry, I'm having something here. Okay, good. We'll now come here and say, okay, if 10%, 10%, let's just use a 10% discount, just like this. We'll now say if shoe data of that of sales, okay, is greater than or equals to 10,000, like this. All right, what we need to do is to come and say add 10, give the person a 10% word discount. That means minus 10% from the price of the product. So to do that, we now say comma shoe data, okay, to that of sales, like this. We now say minus 10, like this. All right. Now we are going to see the country and the percentage, the discount given to what each is what customer or region. Now hit enter, and let's see how the data will look like. All right. Now let's check our column. Good. Now you will see that each and every one of these has what discount. You see here initially the sales for where prices are greater than what 10,000, where we have I sales, this one, this and that. We are now seeing it that here at this point we are minusing what 10 from what the actual what price. From, if you look at it, this one that where you have blank, those one are not entitled of what discount. That is why we are having what blank here. The ones that don't, that is not entitled of what discount, we have what blank. Those who have entitled of discount, we show their price and what the value minusing for what their discount. Okay, so that is how we can what minus or add, give a discount to what our sales. Now next, I can still come here and say, okay, let's show the discount. Okay, those people who actually got discount, I can still come here and say, okay, let me just come here and say, okay, click here, click a new column, all right. Remember what we did here, okay, when we are talking about what is it called, high rate and low rate. Remember how we set it up, okay? So if we want to say, okay, which country or which region we are giving this discount, we can as well come and yes, okay, let's just come here and say, okay, we rename this column, we call it let's call it a show discount. All right, say equals to, we'll now use the words, we'll now use where we have a shoe data for sales, which is this, minus where we have this discount here, okay, so that we can understand where we are having what that discount. That's a minus shoe data to 10% discount, like this. If you hit enter, we are going to see what actually we are giving them. You see the 10, you see the discount, this one got 10%, but this one is getting the actual price which he or she used in purchasing what the goods, and which is 1,690. If you chase back here, you still find out that it's the same value, 1,690. Look at it here, okay? So those who have discount, we show what 10% discount. Those who doesn't have discount, because it's as a result of what the purchase, the amount of purchase they make is not up to 10,000. Okay, so their actual price that they use in purchasing that product will be shown. But those who have who bought more than 10,000 product, product, we have what 10% showing as a discount. You see how powerful we can make use of what Power BI desktop. It's very, very robust and very, very scalable. So this is one of the major step of how we can use DAX function, data analysis expression. We've been able to see how we can turn a text to uppercase. We're able to use a left to filter and get the value for the regions. We are also able to what concatenate this two data together using the ampersand sign, and we're able to add 10% to discount of product sold, and I'm able to show the discount. Okay, so this is part 1 of this basic dash function. In my part 2, we are going to see more of this in different ways. Thank you for your time. I remain your friend Joshua. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share this video, and don't forget to comment.